Hi guys, Donna Lady here. Right, so at the weekend, what we do every couple of weeks is we go through the freezer. Now, I had a load of chicken bones, which, you know, the ends of the chicken wings, the chicken bones when I filled them out, we had a full chicken carcass, we had loads in there. So I decided to make some chicken stock. So I thought, right, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of my favourite things that we could get from a Chinese takeout, and that is chicken and egg drop soup. So easy, so nutritious. You can do it with just ordinary chicken stock, you don't have to make your own. But I'll bring you down and I'll show you the ingredients. Right, so the first thing is my homemade chicken stock. As you can see, it's gone all jellified. Just let it cool off overnight and then skimmed off the excess fat that was on there. Like I say, just all like chicken bits everywhere. So that's going to be that first. And I do need 2 eggs, 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of ginger, that's all I had. Some sesame oil, some soy sauce. I had 2 chicken breasts in the freezer as well. Sorry, chicken thighs in the freezer, so I'm getting them out. I'm just going to dice them up. Got some sweet corn as well, you can leave that out if you don't like it. And we need some corn, flour and water. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up my chicken. Right, oh, definitely opened it. So what I'm going to do with this is take the skin off. Might crispen that up later on. We'll just put that, oops, come on, get off. Put that to one side for now and get rid of some of these excess bits of fat on here. Right, just with these it's easier just to do it like this. We're not keeping it whole, we're shredding it. So just take it off like that. Go underneath the bone. Try and follow the bone down. And I will not be freezing these because they've already been frozen. And I'm not cooking them first. So these are the bones that I would have to waste, unfortunately. So we just want little bits of chicken. You just want it nice and small. Right, so I'll just carry on doing that and then I'll come back. Right, so that's all the chicken diced up, and I'm just going to grate this ginger with the skin on. Doesn't make any difference. I only want about a teaspoon of ginger in here, which is good because I haven't got a lot left anyway. Right, so we'll want about a teaspoon of sesame oil. About 1.5 teaspoons of corn flour in here. A little bit more. Just need a dash of water, 2 seconds. Just a little dash like that, and then mix it all up. This is called velveting. Just makes the meat much more juicy. And we'll leave that for about 15 minutes just while we'll crack on with the other stuff. Oh, and I forgot, a little bit of salt and white pepper goes into this. About 1/2 teaspoon of salt and about the same amount of white pepper. That'll do. And just mix that all in. Right, we'll leave that for 15 minutes, and what I want to do now is strain off some of that chicken stock. Right, so I'm getting some of the chicken stock out, and I'm just going to warm that through. I haven't done a load because it's only for tonight for this. So I've done probably about half the stock, the other half will get put in the freezer. So I'm just going to wait for this to come up to the boil, and then it's really quick from there. Right, so while I'm waiting for that to come up to the boil or the simmer, I'm just going to crack the eggs into this bowl. And then I'm just going to get a fork and just beat them round. So I'm going to put that to one side now. And I'm going to get another bowl. And a spoon. Get probably about a dessert spoonful of corn flour. A little bit more. And I'm just going to mix that with a bit of cold water. Don't try to do it with hot because it just won't work. And just mix that together like that. It will settle in the bottom, corn flour. So even though it's mixed there now, we'll have to give it another good mix before we use it. So I'll just wait until the stocks come up to the boil and then we'll finish off the soup basically. Right, as you can see, this has now come up to the boil. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit but keep it going. Excuse me. And now it's a matter of getting the chicken in there. Put it in little bits at a time and then stir because they're all stuck together with the corn flour and stuff. Just to make sure that they don't clump it into one big bit. Just keep stirring like that. Now these are cut so small they'll probably only take about 5 minutes to cook through. And just keep it going. There, you can see them all separating there. I mean, the cornstarch on them will already start to thicken the stock anyway. I'm just going to keep going. And last lot. Just let them keep moving it so they separate. Now I'm going to put in the sweet corn, which is probably about 40-50 grams tops, and it was frozen sweet corn, by the way. Now we will put in the garlic. I'm going to grate it in there straight over. And the second one, because I want very big cloves, these. If you've got a bigger clove, just use one. If they're small ones like this, I would tend to use 2. And then it's just a matter of bringing it back to the boil and let that boil for about 5 minutes. And then it'll just be the matter of thickening it and putting in the egg. Right, so that's been going for about 5 minutes now, and I'm just going to put in a tablespoon of soy sauce. Just seasons it a little bit more. And I'm also going to put in a bit more white pepper. And now I'm going to turn it up a little bit so it is in a bit of a rolling boil. And we'll add in corn flour just a bit at a time. You don't want it to go like wallpaper paste, but you do want it thickened. Oh, splashed a little bit there. Not a lot of ingredients, but it smells cracking. Let's have a look. Consistency. Still a bit thin. I'm going to put the rest of this in, and I have got the corn flour still here. just in case I need a bit more. Because I only used, what, a dessert spoon just over. But you want to have like that silky texture that you get. Yeah, I'm going to get a little bit more. Just the corn flour and some water. I've done about another half a dessert spoon with some water in. And that was about a litre of stock that I used in there. Right, so before I do anything more, I'm just going to have a quick test for seasoning. Turn it down a little bit. Lovely texture there now. Could do with a bit more salt. I'm going to put just a little bit in. I'll taste. Yes, I'm double dipping, but it's only me and Ian that's eating this. Oh, yeah, that's better. Oh. Oh. Yeah. So, now it's for the egg. So the egg's beaten. So I'm just going to put you into a different position. Right, I've just moved these up a little bit because I do need a little bit of space to do this. So, all you do is while you're stirring, off a little bit more, a bit more. It instantly cooks when as soon as it goes straight in there. Bit more. Just keep going until all your eggs are done. Right. Last bit. Turn it up for a couple of minutes. Bring yours back down so you can have a good look at it. And there you go, that's your soup all done. So I'll get it into a bowl and we'll have a taste. Right, so there we are. That's the chicken egg drop soup. As simple as that. Right, so I'm going to give it about 5 minutes because as you can see it's steaming hot. So there we have it. Chicken egg drop soup. One of my favourite things to get as part of a takeaway. Tastes just like the one that I get. Oh. You know, it says, why do you fill yourself up on soup when you've got all that lovely other food there? Well, all that other food, it sounds like we've got loads, but we don't. We only ever get enough for the two of us. Normally share one. But I have a soup, and he has ribs. So anyway, quick, easy one. Like I say, you can use a stock cube, that's not a problem. So I'm just going to leave it there. It's a long day today. That's where I've done a soup. This soup because it was pretty easy. So I'm going to leave it there and I'll So again, thank you for everything that you all do for us, all your comments, everything. I absolutely love them. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.